All right, guys, welcome to Next Gen Marine Outdoors. So as promised, this is part 2 of what we're doing with the truck camper with the steps install on the last video. So this is us loading and how we prepare our truck camper for a trip. I gotta go dump it and do some things, so I gotta get back loading the truck anyway. So the first step I wanted to show you guys that I kind of skipped would be, skip showing you, would take the tailgate off the truck. You're gonna have your own tailgate. You need to make sure you know how to take it off. It's heavy. Not really conducive to filming. But you gotta take your tailgate off to get a truck camper in your truck. Step 1. So the next thing that we would do, if I was gonna tow something, this is a new extension that we got. This new camper only requires a 28-inch extension versus 36. The weight rating's better, so we decided to go, instead of having the overhang, just get a 28-inch extension. So I wanna make sure that all lines up too and fits like it's supposed to. Pull these out. And then we'll put our pins in. Hate these pins because I always hit my fingers. Okay, so we have our 2 pins in, and now we need to do the chains. These prevent sway of the hitch and just help brace everything nice and tight. Lined up. This kind of begs the question, does it take more time to set up a truck camper for a trip than it would like your traditional travel trailer? And I would say that answer is probably definitely yes. It does take a little longer. There's a few more things to set up. You're dealing with a big camper on 4 legs you gotta lift up. It does take longer, but the benefit with towing and everything makes up for that. And you're gonna end up doing stuff anyway, you know, but just putting the camper takes a little bit more time to get ready. Okay, one thing I always watch for here is to get these turnbuckles even, or as even as I can. Now I'm not going to tow with this today, so we'll get it tight. We'll just lock down the locking nuts with our fingers, but typically you want to use a wrench to get them nice and tight before a long trip. So this would be step 2 once you get the tailgate off. You don't want to do it before, because then you're pulling your tailgate off and you have this extension in your way. So even pressure, nice and tight. Everything looks good. Just check my bracketing and everything. Plug in your extension cord. There we go. The truck's set up for the camper to go in. So now we got to raise the camper up pretty far. But luckily, there's the magic of editing, so you want to stand here for all this. The way that these Happy Jack remotes work is you'll press the 2 buttons together to power on, and then, so yeah, normally with this one here, I don't know if that's a default, and this one I need to get a new controller, but to sync them, press those 2 together, I can hear it click, and now we're ready to go up. So I know from experience with this camper, now where you can catch all of it. With experience with this camper, lifting all 4 legs, they go at different speeds. And I think that's even for new ones, that's how it is, but maybe they all do work at the same time when they're new. So we'll go ahead, we'll hit y'all up here, but we're gonna have to stop and pause and then re-articulate the camper to get it level again. So we'll go ahead and just start that now. Okay, so the camper is up pretty tall now, and now's a good time. I don't like to leave the camper suspended this high for a long period of time. I do have to bring the front up a little bit higher, but now would be a good time to get the truck lined up, get close. We know how much higher because I know I'm pretty close. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the truck. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so we got semi lined up. So as you can see, the camper does need to come up about another, about 3 inches is what it looks like. So we'll jump back on the remote here and we'll be back to you as soon as we get it up high enough. Okay, so I got to lift it up. It looks like it's going to be tall enough now. As you can see, it's really high suspended in the air. Don't recommend keeping it on the legs, for a long period of time at this height. I'm going to back up. There's a chance we can still rub on the bottom and I have to raise it a little bit, but we'll go ahead and try and line it up and bring it on home. Okay, actually it felt like it went pretty straight. A good way to look is I come up to here to the front of the truck, take a peek from both sides, just kind of get an eyeball, just make sure I'm not kinked or anything. The straighter you can make this, the more stable your ride's gonna be. Now I got airbags, got a 3500, really stable ride regardless, but we came back pretty crooked from the shop, so I gotta practice this one, kind of learn where the lines are to be able to get it straight again. I might even build a little frame in my truck bed to help do that, but looks like I hit it pretty good this time. Okay, I like that there, so let's go ahead and lower it down the truck. All right, so we got the other jacks up. This one's a little slower, so we're getting it up last. Camper's settled on the truck now. So next will be the steps of walking around, and I'll show you how we put all the mounts on and everything else. And we'll go ahead and set our fast guns, so they'll be set for going in the future anytime we go out. Okay, so now it's time for the tie downs. Camper's all loaded on the truck. We'll head to our lower frame mounts on the super hitch. I'm just gonna throw that over there for now. Slide them in. Then I like to go up and over like that. I'll show you up front. Here.
How can you tell which pin or which hole fits best for your truck?
So that just takes adjusting and then picking the fast guns and then hooking it on, hook it there, not tight. But seeing where the bar hits, I know from the bulge it's on these rams here. I have to be all the way out because when I was all the way in, it would rub right here. So. Kind of trial and error there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and continue the other side and we'll be back for the fast guns. Okay, so we got our torque lift fast guns. This is like, I mean, how much nicer is this than what we used before?
Oh my gosh. The truck's not dented up for one.
So Tori knows the story. She's back behind the camera right now on doing this. These are lifesavers. I mean, these and the frame mounts change the whole dynamic of truck camping and the ease of going out. I know I'm sweating right now, but it's not from the truck camper. It's from how hot it is here in Idaho today. Anyway, so we're going to set up this fast gun. We didn't do it from the, we just kind of picked up from the dealer, tightened the best we could and got it home. But now I'm setting them a little bit closer to what they should be. And on this camper, the way everything kind of laid out, I like to use the front hole on the mount down there. And I like to go, so this, we could put rings in here to make them go this way. I don't mind them being like this, but that's kind of personal preference. I want to add another failure point into this. Since this is all aluminum welded, bolted and everything, it's real solid and gonna work really well. So as you can see, as I bring this down and lift this up, I can't even get it into there. So we're gonna have to change that. So Basically, it's thread out to lose the weight or lose how much poundage is pulling on the truck, and also extend the rod, and then it's turn right to tighten it up. So it's basically you're just like doing a bolt. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it down to where we can get it in there first, because I don't even think I had in that hole getting it home. I think I had them all kind of different. This is how I actually want to set it up for good. Okay, so now we can get in the hole. I know now with how easy that was that I don't have any crimping force on this at all. So we gotta change that. So let's go pull it out. And I can't remember, you can go on Torquelift's website and look. I can't remember what a full rotation poundage wise. I think it's like 2.5 pounds of pull force that it's actually exerting on it when you do a full rotation. If you get really into that, I'll show you where I like to start feeling the tension. So that had a little bit of tension, but not very tight. So we're gonna go a few more. And where I have them, I mean, I get them all to where they're pretty even there. One more rotation in there. So I like it to catch just past, so it's catching right there, just past the halfway point. Seems to be for me. Pull it in, it locks up tight, and now this O-ring. You brought up this O-ring up to here. When I take it off, it's gonna pop down because the tension will be released. And then it'll be set to where I know I'll bring it up. When I clamp it, it'll move down that 1/4 inch, and then that'll be my measurement for weight there. And that's about what Torquelift wants. They said about a 1/4 inch of pull on there. I know from doing it up here, it's pretty easy. After we finish that up, put your pin in to lock it in. They do make locks for these if you're concerned about that. Not something I'm really concerned about. But that's it. The camper is fully connected to the truck. We could go and drive cross country right now and we'd be totally fine. So I'm gonna pull the truck forward so we have some room. Let's check out those new steps. I wanted it kind of semi-level compared to how we'd be camping. I know I kind of got a level spot right there. So, we're finally at the steps. I'm so excited for this. Pull our tabs there. You know, lift out of the bracket, pull down, and you go ahead and set them down. And so this is just uneven ground, so you can go ahead and adjust the feet to this. These have adjustable feet up and down. You should get close up with this, Tori. So you got a pin here, you can just put it down, so now we're nice and level. And then right now the basement step is in the stowed position. We'll still have a little bit of a step up, but it won't be near as atrocious as it was. So, put pins in there. So these steps are blocking me from able to get the angle on it I need. Our cotter pin in there. There we go. Okay. So now our steps are nice and secure. Let's go ahead and walk up it. Right now I have the slide out in, so I won't go up in the inside because it's tight. But I mean, this just makes it so easy to get up in your camper with these not having big steps. You got a handle here, step right there, and then a step in. I mean that. We need Tori to try to make him get the camera there for a second. It's just.
Pretty easy.
So yeah, very, very excited to start with the sunshine there, guys. Very, very easy. So one more little thing I want to show you guys on this. It doesn't stay on there, but it's something that you could just. This is the Torquelift Dirt Destroyer. For hunting season, this makes a world of difference how dirty the camper gets, because let me tell you, it's bad sometimes. You get any rain or anything here, the clay and the mud, it's nasty. Now you can go in, you can bomb your boots off, clean it off, pretty self-explanatory, but this is the setup, guys. Got our hitch in. We can kind of come over here, we can look at the distance with the hitch. It hangs over perfect. I like where it's at. I think with the hitch in there, I'll be able to tow with the stow and go steps right there. So that's, I mean, there you go. That's all set up. That's how you load your truck camper. We're gonna go get this thing dumped because we have some family using it, so I'm gonna go clean it out, get the tanks emptied in it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more truck camper stuff, you want to see more fishing stuff, remember to like and subscribe. Head to Running Range as well. That's a lot of our horse stuff, hobby farm things. Running Range, go there, subscribe there also, and you'll see this in there also. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.